So I just heard something on the radio about the Juukan Gorge, or I hope I'm saying that correctly, the Juukan Gorge rock shelters in the West Pilbara being destroyed by Rio Tinto this week or just on the weekend because Rio Tinto blasted apparently 11 metres away from these really culturally significant sites. Not only culturally significant, but archaeologically significant. And they have found some of the earliest evidence, if not the earliest evidence, of rock technology in Australia and bone technology, grinding stones and things like this. So what happened was Rio Tinto did this legally. This was passed by the WA Aboriginal Heritage Act in 2013 to say that Rio Tinto, that they could do blasting there. In 2014 then, it was discovered all these archaeological remains were discovered there, including like some plaited sort of belt, like actual plaited hair dating back 4,000 years or something. Stuff like that was found there. So it was one of those really significant sites, and Aboriginal traditional owners would take their next generations, their children there, and tell them the stories, and the stories of this place were handed down generation after generation after generation. So Rio Tinto technically did nothing wrong because this was passed by the WA Aboriginal Heritage Act. The Heritage Act was written in 1972. It is currently being reviewed, so we won't see this sort of hideous destruction, hopefully, going on anymore. But the traditional owners up there in the Pilbara didn't know. They knew this, they couldn't turn around this decision. Once the decision is made, it's final and it couldn't have been turned around, even though they discovered these significant archaeological remains. But the traditional owners did not know that this had occurred until they wanted to visit the site for Reconciliation Week, for NAIDOC Week. And then Rio Tinto said, oops, we blasted 11 freaking metres away from these rock formations of cultural significance to you. Sorry, we did it under the law. So hopefully there's going to be some change with the WA Aboriginal Heritage Act, and traditional owners can have a bit more say in their land that we stand on, that we live on. But I'm one of those non-Indigenous Australians that are in full recognition that this is not our land, that we arrived here. So respect to the Aboriginal people, and may long live your culture and your stories.